So, hello, and welcome to another video. So today we are doing my January TBR with my TBR cards. So for this round, I decided to try and pick differently. So basically, what I have done is I have already picked out my prompts, and basically I have now put up a TBR that we will talk about. So you will see the roles, like all the roles now. So basically we have 19 roles and not roles, 19 picks, and that's like I want to say it's the usual number. Let's just say that it's a really like usual number for me, and I have tried to definitely get in some of all of the formats like physical, audio and ebooks, just to make it easier on myself, because I tried to do all of them at once, not at once, that would be stupid, all of them kind of every day, but it's also just to make it so I don't have 19 physical ones. Now we have quite a lot of physical ones, just because I have definitely figured out a way that basically reading works for me, and yeah. So let's just start talking about the prompts, and if you have seen the picks, you will basically know the prompt, and let's just talk about it. So the first one was a graphic novel or a manga, and for this one, I don't like, for this year I am definitely trying, if I am able to pick a next in a series, I am definitely going to try and do that, at least for a few things that I have started. And for this one, I have started this series. It's Attack on Titan. This is volume 9, and this is definitely a series I want to get to, try and read. I mean, I have seen the anime, so I already know what is going on, so I'm definitely much slower with this. However, I am kind of hopeful that I will eventually be able to, you know, get to all of these, and yeah, definitely can't wait to read it. So in this world, we are basically following these, especially like three people who they, like in this world, basically humans live inside these walls, and outside there are something called titans, and they are basically eating humans. And you don't know why or anything. And like in the first volume, I think, they basically break through the first wall. So there are 3 walls inside that get smaller and smaller, and basically they break down the first wall, and now humans are in trouble. And yeah, and as this, both manga and anime, continues to grow, you basically get to know more about kind of everything, and it's extremely interesting. So yeah, so the next one is a feel-good book, and for this one I have decided to go in When in Rome. I have read this before, but I really want to reread it because you will get to know it later on in this video. But in this one we are basically following a pup princess, and I think it's baker. I think he is the baker of this town. And basically the girl Amelia and the boy named Noah. So basically Amelia, she crashes her car outside of this guy's house, and it's definitely extremely fun. And yeah, it's just a feel-good book, I have to say. When in Rome, these are kind of really like feel-good books. And yes, you know, there are some topics in here, but definitely a good feel-good book. I have to say, Sarah Adams, I want to try and read really much more. I think I read one more from Sarah Adams that I don't own, and I definitely am going to try and read more Sarah Adams. But yeah, then we have a GoodReads catch-up for Choice Awards. And basically what that means is GoodReads catch-up. If you saw my goals, I will have explained this, but it's basically a GoodReads Choice Award that this book has won, but it is basically the like X in a series, meaning that to get to that book I will need to read a number of books before I get to that one. And basically this one is catching up on those so I can get to the GoodReads award. I decided to go with 10 big ones, which is the 10th book in the Stephanie Plum series. This one, the winner was Sizzling 17, meaning it is the 17th in this series. And so I have a few ones more to basically catch up on, so I am definitely going to finish off that series. Not finish it off, but definitely get to Sizzling 17 during this year and see. Just because this is not my favorite series, so will I continue on after that? I don't really know, to be completely honest, but they are interesting. Basically Stephanie Plum is a private investigator, and she's kind of going after all kinds of different people. And also this is a series that kind of needs to be read in order, just because people pop up multiple times during like this time, and that basically means you need to catch up on who are these people. So yeah, the next one is a book about an author, librarian, or like etc. And for this one I have decided to go with Beach Read. So my mission for this year is to finish all Emily Henry books. And I'm going to basically start with this. I'm not going to think about like what order she like wrote them and everything and read them in that order. I'm just going to read whenever they fit for a prompt until I'm done. And Beach Read fits for this because they are both authors. So basically we are following Augustus and January. Her name is January? Why don't I remember that? I don't remember her name being January, but it apparently is January. Yeah. And basically, January she writes romance, and Augustus writes literary fiction. And basically, what basically happens is that January is not inspired anymore, so they decided to switch genres. They're also kind of like, will I call it enemies? No, because I feel like enemies are, I like extremely hate you. I don't feel like these hate each other that much. But yeah, I can't wait to actually reread this and tab it, because I have read it and I really love this book, and can't wait to reread it. So the next one is a standalone, and for this one what fits really well is Happy Place by Emily Henry. So basically all her books are standalones, but it fits really well to pick this up. I haven't read this yet, but I do believe that basically we are following Harriet and Wynne, and these two people basically are supposed to be a couple, but they haven't told anyone that they are not a couple anymore, so they pretend for this whole, I think it's a holiday. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully I will like this. I can't tell you that yet, but definitely can't wait to read this. So the next one is a book with a map, and for anyone knowing, one of my goals is to continue, like finish off the entire Cosmere universe, and then I want to start with the start and just work myself like up in the pretend, like I'm gonna say like the order that are on GoodReads. So this is the Final Empire, and it has two maps actually. We have this smaller one and then this bigger one. So this is the second book that I need to read. This is the first Mistborn, and in this world basically the bad guy won, like the villain won, and he's now ruling the world. And then you have these people who basically can ingest metals to have powers, and you usually only have power for one metal, but you have a few ones that can ingest all metals, and they are called Mistborn, and we are following a group of this band that is trying to kind of win back the, I almost said win back the world, and yeah, we are following like two Mistborns, I think. So yeah, can't wait to reread that and actually tab it and see. So the next one is most anticipated, and when I said that when in Rome I was going to talk about more, we have Beg, Borrow and Steal, and this is in the same series as When in Rome, and Practice makes perfect, so I will probably try and squeeze in Practice makes perfect. And basically I don't really know what this is about, but it's in that series, and I have been loving both When in Rome and Practice makes perfect, so I definitely want to get to this. Comes out quite early on in January, so I should be, usually I am going to say that I will get it like within a week of release. It depends on how quickly like the bookstore here get it, and they will send it to me basically. So I can't tell you a lot about this, but can't wait. Then we have New to You author, and I have decided to go with Graceling. This is one of the series that I want to get to this year, and I don't really know a lot about this, but I am going to say that I will probably try and finish off this whole entire series this month. I will read this as an audiobook, so that should be great. And I don't really know what this is about. It used to be popular, but I don't remember what it's about. The next one is Random Shelf, and for this one, basically I am going to be so kind to myself, and since this is the 1st of January, I am going to be very kind to myself and just pick the shelf and then pick a book off my shelf that I want to read, reread, read, anything. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, like with this one, we have 5 at first, and then we'll pick the shelf. So first we'll pick the, like, what bookshelf we will pick from. So let's just generate a number. 1. That's this one here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. One of them is the Brandy Sandy's shelf. I don't think I am going to take that one into consideration because I have like a set like how I am going to read those, because that's a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, and not Brandy Sandy's. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5. So let's see what we are going to get to. 3. Okay. So let's take a look over there. So we have 1, 2, there's the Brandy Sandy shelf, and 4. So we have the gilded ones. A Blade So Black could definitely do that one. What else? I could definitely, I mean, I just reread that one, but really, these I just read, and I don't know if I feel fantasy as of now. But this is a fantasy though, and this is kind of a fantasy too, but these are really huge. Okay, I don't know. Like, quickly, if I am to choose one, it's kind of this. But then again, this is something that I should reread. Like, this is in my, I want to finish off this series. So, I don't know, but, the one that I am kind of like saying, yes, I want to read that is this one. Okay, so give me an option and I will struggle. But I have figured out Kiss of the Royal. I've read this so many times, but it's just such a simple story, yet I really love it. Sorry, someone called me. So, we are going with this. So yeah, that's what we'll go for. And in this one is basically, if, like, these people, basically you have the princess and the princesses, and the princesses kisses the princess to give them powers. And basically, Princess Ivy, she wants to end the, like, Force of the Dark. And then you have Prince Zack, and basically Zack doesn't believe in this, but they really need to go to this place where darkness is really dark, and basically they do this together, and they are kind of fighting the whole entire way because they believe in different things. So then we have Sisters or Best Friends X. So this is a wild, yeah, just such a wild, like, thing to be reading about. One thing, I don't know if this first book has this trope, but I know the series as a whole has this trope, and that is Something in the Way. Because this one, we are following this girl who sees this guy, and basically she really likes him, but basically our sister sees her next and chooses that she wants to be together with him. So I don't really know more than that. We are going to see. The next one is translated, and for this one I have chosen Season of Storms. That is in the Witcher series. I read The Last Wish, so now we are going to read that. It's translated from Polish, I think. Don't know more than that, to be completely honest. But we are going to get to it. The next one is just added to GoodReads. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to GoodReads here and choose Want to Read and see what pops up, because I have already sorted this. So here we have that. So this is work in progress. This one comes out 14th of January, I do believe. So this one comes out next year. and we are going to get to that. So I'm going really well. I have this as an audiobook, not as an audiobook as of now, but when it comes out, the audiobook also comes out. So then we have odd page number, and I have decided to go with Divine Rivals because this one has 353 pages. So I don't know what this is about. Honestly, no clue. Everyone has been, not everyone, but a lot of people have been loving this. So yeah. But to kind of read that, I should also finish off with this, but this is not on my official TBR. But I really should get to this one as well though. Then we have multiple POV, and for that one we are going to read the first brand designer that we need to read, and that is Elantris. And this one, it has multiple POVs. It's kind of a lot, let's just say that. It's a lot, and I don't really know what to say about this because it's just a lot. So then we have a sports romance, and for this one we are reading Caught Up. This is baseball. Is it baseball? Yeah, I don't know. One thing like a sport. So yeah. So this one is the third book in this series that I don't even remember the name of because I never do. And it doesn't say what the name is. I don't know. The first is Mile High. So yeah. This one, can't wait. We are following Kai and Miller. And we met this person, Kai, in the second book, I think. Might be the first one too. I don't really remember. So then we have no third act breakup. And for this one, I am going to go with Heartless because this is what GoodReads told me have no third act breakup, because I don't really know if it has or not. But if it doesn't, we are blaming GoodReads. So yeah, this is the second one in this series that I don't remember the name of either. So yeah, it's something ranch. And yeah, we are in this one we are following Cade and some who else, I don't know, but another girl, well, a girl basically. I don't remember the name of her. Name is Willa. So I can't wait. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. Then we have a slow burn romance, and this one we are picking Pestilence, meaning we are starting another series. So that's not that good, but this is a 4-book series in the 4 Horsemen series, and this is slow burn. So I can't wait. Then we have Shuffle Your Spotify. So we are going to do that. If I can find my phone at least. So, I don't have any noise on because that wouldn't be the best thing. So, okay, so for Shuffle Your Spotify, you are basically going to shuffle here. However, if you click shuffle here, nothing is going to happen because you basically get up the music that have been playing lately. So let's just see what we are going to get to. So let's just click on this one so we get something completely different than what I have been listening to. So let's see, or not. here we go. Okay, that's the beat of a heart. Okay, so I'm just instantly, I don't know how that one is, basically, but that is something like in love, being in love, something in those lines. So let's just, I have been thinking of, you know, rereading this and get to something else. Funny feelings. I have been thinking about getting to this, and it's about falling in love. Other than that, don't know. Let's just say that. So okay, so that is what I am going to pick, even though does it fit with the text? Don't remember, because you know, when I shuffle on my main, like my main Spotify like playlist, I don't know like half of the songs on there, because those are like some of them are from a completely different time in my life, and I don't know what they are about. But the last one is most recent purchase, and this one I feel like is the most difficult one, because I don't buy that many books, or I buy that many books, but I also don't have a lot. But you know what, we are going to be extremely smart with this, because the last book that I got is also a book that I kind of need to finish off a series. Duology. Ruthless Vows. Why don't we just pick this, even though this stack is unbelievably big? Will I be able to finish all of this? That's January's problem. But yeah, this is technically the last purchase that I did. So, can anyone see this stack? This, I'm going to say, this is not okay at all. Who decided that this was a good idea? And this is not all of them that I need to get to. So yeah, and that's not good. I'm just putting it out there. Will I be able to finish my TBR? I don't really know. All of these are on my TBR and really want to get to. Some of them I need to get to. So let's just see what I am going to do. What I always do is basically see how many pages I need to read a day to finish off this entire thing. And then one more book that this is no rush. I don't need to finish it this month. I just want to finish this within the year, to be completely honest. And I don't know what this is. This is the Count of Monte Cristo. If it wants to focus, this is the Count of Monte Cristo. This is a huge book. Now this one has extremely small text and 875 pages or something, but it has small text. I think the other one has a little bigger text, but it's much longer. But this one is more just like read it at your own pace. So I don't need to finish this within this year. I need to finish it within like next year, but 2025, but I don't need to finish it off this month. I don't need to finish it off in January, so it's just something that I want to try and get to. So yeah, I think that's it. That's it for my TBR. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!